David Harris, you're Cochise in The Warriors. This has got to be like one of the most parodied and mimicked films ever. That scene with the guy with the bottles on his fingers saying, "Come out and play." They've done that on The Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, Bob's Burgers. Like, it's got to be up there with The Godfather for how many shows have referenced this thing. Now, when it came out, some of the theaters refused to show it. The film was being blamed for killing and vandalism. Like, there was so much kind of trouble releasing it. Did you guys have any idea it was going to be a hit, or just did you think like, oh God?
No, we didn't. We didn't think that it would, cause any kind of problems. But in certain theaters, I mean, anytime you put rival gangs into a close setting like a movie theater, and then you kind of watch a film like The Warriors, where it's testosterone, running levels where young guys kind of get a little heated, and then the excitement of the film, and then they don't like each other. And so there were some fights that broke out in certain theaters. But all in all, that didn't happen across the nation. I mean, it happened in a few theaters in some cities, but basically it was a peaceful opening of the film.
Do you think that stuff, like, it kind of got a little bit of a bad rap and people were just, throwing blame at you for no reason?
Yeah, I think that people that didn't like the film or didn't want to see films about gangs kind of gave it a bad rap, and that, well, it's just another gang movie to excite young guys to go out and join gangs or whatever. So that was that aspect of that. But basically, most of the critics loved the film.
Now, with, you said like, some people thought, just another gang movie. Why do you think it became such a cult classic?
Because, what Walter did with the movie, it wasn't a typical gang movie. I mean, it was futuristic. I mean, it was like the seminar rise. What do you call those guys?
Yeah.
The way the film was written, it was an interracial gang, which was really, really interesting. It just, it wasn't a gang that carried a bunch of guns. As a matter of fact, the Warriors didn't have any guns. We just didn't. You know what I mean? We never shot a gun. And there was only 2 guns in the whole picture. It was just what Walter, did with the film, his concept. It was based on a Greek army that was caught behind enemy lines, and they had to fight their way back all night to get back to their own lines. That's where, and it's a true story. It's a Greek story. It's a true story. And Walter based it on that.
When you guys were filming it, did you have any idea it was going to become something special? Like, were you feeling like, hey, this could be a project that 40 years later people are going to care about?
Absolutely, we didn't. We thought it was a little film that would basically come, run its little run and go, and nobody will ever talk about it again. It shows you the power of the film, because young people today are going to see this movie and renting the movie and dressing up on Halloween as the baseball Furies and the Warriors and, the Lizzies. And that's happening on all these college campuses across the nation and in high school. I mean, the film has found an audience generation after generation after generation. I mean, it's still going so strong, and like not just only in the United States, but all over Europe, places in Africa, all over Asia. I mean, I was in Hong Kong, I was in the Philippines, I was in Tokyo, and I've done a lot of movies where people, I get off the plane, the guys from the Warriors, there goes the guy from the Warriors, you know what I mean? And this thing was amazing. And when I was in the Philippines, 2 films showed every night in this major movie theater in the Philippines, downtown Manila. It was the Rocky Horror Picture Show and the Warriors. Every Friday and Saturday night. Sold out every Friday and Saturday night. The Rocky Horror Picture Show and the Warriors.
When you're being shown like right alongside Rocky, I mean, that is absolutely cult status.
Absolutely.
Were they doing any kind of weird stuff? Like, Rocky, like certain scenes, they throw like bread at the screen and stuff. Were they doing any kind of weird performance things with the Warriors?
Oh, yeah. They of course, the biggest thing is the bottles. Do you know what I mean?
So everybody in the crowd has bottles?
Oh, yeah. Everybody in the theater has their little bottles, and when Luther starts saying, Warriors, come out, then the whole movie, everybody starts clicking the bottles and going, come out. It's amazing to watch that. It's amazing to watch that. You know what I mean? because that's so iconic. And David Patrick Kelly, who did that, nobody knew he was going to do that. Not even Walter, not the director, no one. He hid the bottles inside the hearse, and he just came. He was supposed to say, "Warriors, come out and play," but then you just heard this click, 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 click. It threw us. The director thought, "Oh, bring it, let it go, let it go." You know what I mean? This is brilliant. And he did it, and it's iconic. It's just iconic.
Oh yeah,
you know, just.
Like I said, I mean, you see that like on everything, The Simpsons, American Dad, like everybody's done that bottle shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's been on all these different shows. So many of the athletes are big-time Warrior fans. Shaquille O'Neal, half the guys in NFL, NBA, baseball players, they just are in love with this film, The Warriors.
So you guys are doing the 40-year reunion or anniversary at South City Comic-Con. What's going to happen? Who's going to be there?
Well, it'll be most of the cast. We know we lost Marcelino Sanchez, who played Rembrandt. The guy who sprayed W sign everywhere we went, marked the spot. Well, he passed away in 1986, so he won't be there, obviously. And Cowboy, Tommy Kitterick, who played Cowboy, he's committed to something in London, some play that he's doing. He does a lot of Shakespearean acting now. So he's over there, I think, doing a play. So James Remar won't be there because he's committed. He's doing a TV series right now, so he can't make it. But Michael Beck will be there. Deborah von Valkenburg will be there. I will be there. Terry Mikas, Tom Waits, Dorsey Wright. We'll all be there.
Are you answering fan questions, or what are you guys doing there?
Well, we'll be doing a Q&A in photo ops, Q&A where the audience will be up on stage, and the audience will be able to ask us a lot of questions about how was it like making The Warriors? How did you get the part? You know, what do you think of the film, you know, having such lasting so long, and, you know, young kids are still excited about the film, and on and on and on. So they'll be able to ask us, you know, all these different questions at the Q&A.
What's it like seeing somebody that's like, you know, obviously way too young to have seen this when it came out, and, you know, you're seeing like 15-year-olds now that are into this movie. Like, what's that feeling?
It feels great to know that you're a part of some film that's history, that, you know, you're a part of a film. It's like, you know, being in The Godfather, you know what I mean? Which is iconic, you know. There's certain films that are just iconic, and certain actors are blessed enough to get in a film that is just iconic, and people are going to talk about for the next, you know, 1,000 years.
How many of these kind of cons do you do, and what does it mean going to these things?
It's great because, you know what, we love our fans. We love the Warrior fans. They're the ones that keep the legend of the Warriors going on from generation to generation. So we're happy to be around the fans. We're happy to sign autographs and take pictures and talk about the film. So everyone, all the entire cast feels the same way about meeting our fans, and we're very blessed to have these fans, loyal fans that are, you know, from people that saw it when it first came out in 1979 to young people that are watching it for the first time, that are just big Warrior fans. And we love that. We're very excited about that, and we feel very blessed to have these people, not just in the United States, but across the planet.
All right, man. Well, thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and air this tomorrow morning, and then I'm gonna try to come out and see you guys on Sunday. Okay,
just one last thing I'd like to say. Can you dig
it? You know, I'm not positive. I mean, you know how you said like it's influenced a bunch of athletes and people. I just made the connection. Booker T from wrestling always does the "Can you dig it, sucker?"
Yep, there it is. See how so many lines in the movie are iconic. I mean, there are a lot of lines that people just. I'll ride the subway here in New York and other places, and people walk up to me and say, "Hey, can you dig it? Come out and play." Hey. You know, I got the big one. All this stuff that these people just say, all these lines to us everywhere we go. It's amazing. It's just wonderful.
Well, hey, thanks for the call, man.
Okay, man. So I'll probably see you at the show.
Yeah.